Yeah, hi, and welcome to this new Lightboard session. I'm Benjamin. I'm the manager of ITQ in Germany, and today I have Julius with me. Julius, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thanks, Benny. Yes, my name is Julius. I'm solution engineer for end-user computing in Germany. Means I'm doing all the fancy stuff around mobile devices, desktops, virtual desktops, everything which you can hold in your hand and type on. Basically, that's my matter.
Ah, perfect. So today we're actually discussing a topic which is close to everyone's company's heart: the employee and the employee experience. Please take it away. So what does employee experience mean from a VMware product portfolio point of view?
Yeah, well, it can mean quite a lot. And let's take a bit broader. Let me ask you first a question. Did you have touch points with employee experience in the past? So what's your experience, or what was your experience in your previous companies? Was it always good, bad?
Well, it definitely is differing from company to company. So the most employee experience I witness, for example, is with customers as well. So when we're talking about projects, or also when we talk about with colleagues, how is their experience from a cultural perspective, and etc. So that is something which is really diverse.
Yeah, and you mentioned already the first pillar of how we see employee experience, and that's quite important. You said the word cultural, and that's really the first aspect of this. Means, how do you feel? What's your personal feeling around employee experience? It's a bit difficult because this is not technology. This is emotional, and the cultural piece is emotional. What's your company culture? How do you feel about your workplace, about your colleagues? Do you have team events and so on?
Right.
We can impact that slightly, but that's not technology, and VMware stands for technology,
Yeah, for sure.
which is the second pillar. Means it's the technological aspect of it. And here, of course, we can do more. This is about tools. This is about tasks. This is about your PC, your smartphone, what is in front of you. And probably you were referring to most of the aspects were technically related, of course, in the employee experience. So here we talk about tasks and tools in the end. And there's a third pillar, which is also highly important, which is the physical aspect, and we didn't cover that so far. So my question here would be, how does your workplace look like? I mean, physically, at home or in your office, I don't know. It's certainly you bought yourself your desk, for example.
Yeah, I need a good desk which I can adjust in the height so I can stand up every once in a while. I need a good chair to really have a nice posture over the day, because we're having almost very, very long days here and there. So it's very, very important.
Absolutely. Also, this is one which we can hardly impact. Technology can't really solve the chair you have at home. But what we can do, what we are impacting, is the technology aspect. And the first aspect which I want to highlight here is really the point. Well, if you want to do something, you first have to deliver it. Means you have to deliver an experience and also the tools to measure this experience, to analyze it, to just get insights on what is going on your endpoint in that context. So that's really the first aspect: is let's deliver something, set your device into a state where you want it to be. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and let me saw this one here. It's, well, once you have delivered it, you need to measure it. It means find the right way to collect KPIs, telemetry data, collect events, app crashes, whatever happens on your device, good or bad, is something which needs to be measured. And, well, obviously, if you measure something, you not only want to measure it, you also want and need to analyze it. Means we collect the data, we send it to a large backend, and then we apply intelligence on it to draw the right conclusions out of it. And this is also, well, year 2023. You need something with artificial intelligence. We even had it before the big hype. But the point here is, with using artificial intelligence, we can analyze the data which we measured and apply some intelligence. So it means, in practice, for example, how's your boot performance? Has it extended from 60 to 70 seconds on X number of clients? What is about app crashes? What is about something which is delaying your shutdown? Because this is highly important. We can highlight anomalies. Means we find out what is going on And we also, using artificial intelligence, want to find the root cause for it, see why is this happening. And well, then obviously now we have delivered something, we have measured something, we have analyzed something. Now we need to
deliver in case of remediate if there is an issue.
Correct.
So
we need to fix it, and that's the remediation here, how we call it. And this is that we are working with automations, that we are working with processes and workflows, which we are pushing to the clients to, for example, roll back an application if it was crashing too often, as an example. We detect something that, hey, there was an update of the application and now the app is crashing constantly on X number of devices. We detect this as an anomaly. It means we have an insight in that context. And then we can quickly work out an automation which is going to fix it and remediate the issue for the user. Alternatively, if you don't want to fix it directly because you're uncertain that's the right root cause, you can also have a connector which is then sending that event to your ticketing tool, to your ITSM tool, which may be ServiceNow as an example. So there's a connector that, you can just get what you have measured and analyzed out into a support ticket, and then a help desk agent can reach out proactively to the user. And actually talk with the user to fix it. And
so also something all in the reactive, proactive and not reactive state. So that is something which is also deliverable from, so that the service desk knows maybe something that is going wrong before the employee does. So that is
exactly. And that's the experience you need. It's how cool is that someone is calling you, hey, I've seen that your apps have crashed constantly. Can I help you? Can I fix it for you?
You feel surveillance, but that is not the intention behind it. It's just to make it more efficient that the employee.
And don't forget, you are in the work environment. You're not looking at the browsing history or something like that. It's just hey, I see something is crashing and something is not working as it should.
Correct.
And let me help you that you can do your work better. That's the whole purpose behind it.
So looking at the canvas here, we now have to deliver, measure, analyze, remediate. That is not one tool, right? So that is. So what is the platform behind that?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So it's a platform, it's a solution in that context. Means when we talk about deliver, this is something which is happening with the Workspace ONE Intelligent Hub, and then also the workflows in the back end, which are driving automation, but executed with Workspace ONE UEM and the Workspace ONE Intelligent Hub. Then when we measure, that's something which also the hub is doing with the telemetry agent. So there's an agent running on the devices, collecting all the events, all the anomalies, everything which is happening on the device. When we talk about analyze, this is then happening in the back end. And that's a cloud-based platform, Workspace ONE Intelligence with digital employee experience on it enabled. And well, when you just consider, hey, why is this running in the cloud? Can I have this on premises? Well, it's artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
It's a mass of data. You can't build this on premise really. That's why we have this in the cloud. And the last part is when we talk about remediate. These are, well, it depends on what it is, what you're fixing. So it can be a workflow with Workspace ONE Freestyle from intelligence. It can be something in UEM, which is rolling back a version, a patch, something like that. So it's just then with the agent, we can control the machine and then also apply anything. And last but not least, if something is talking REST API, then we have that outbound connector to push events out. I was talking about ServiceNow as one solution, but as long as there's a REST API, we can send these events or whatever we might as outbound also to other solutions.
Okay, so bottom line, everything brings really a very much better employee experience because you don't feel stopped. You can focus on what you're supposed to do, your work, and be very efficient in that. So
well, and that's the point. It's on the one hand side is only if I'm a happy employee I can do a good job. And it's the win back also for the company itself. Only if your employees are happy, they are doing a good job and are productive. So therefore, it's kind of a win-win.
That is a wonderful conclusion, Julius. Thank you so much for the quick introduction to this portfolio and the deliverable services. If you have any questions about this, what we've shared today, please get in contact with us with VMware or with ITQ. We're happy to help you and see you next time. Thank you.